Uh, yes, hello everyone. Now, in this particular session, we will discuss how to formulate a dual for the linear program problem. Okay. Now, we are supposed to write a dual for following linear program problem. Okay. So, we will try to interpret what exactly dual is, but first we will see how to formulate the equation. Okay. And the question is the same thing, whatever we have solved earlier, the same equations we are considering again. Maximize profit z is equal to 40x1 plus 35x2. And subject to 2x1 plus 3x2 smaller than or equal to 60, 4x1 plus 3x2 smaller than or equal to 96, and the last equation is x1 comma x2 greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Next, how to write the dual. Dual is nothing but we are trying to first see how to formulate the equation. Okay. Now we are trying to club these two coefficients. Why only these two coefficients? Because they are belonging to the coefficients of x1 variable and we are formulating one equation. Now the RHS is this, so we are also clubbing all these. Okay, this complete all the coefficients of x1 are clubbed and formulated one as one equation. Okay, so that is the reason 2y1 plus 4y2 greater than or equal to 40. Now here the change is y1 y2. Okay, instead of using x1 and x2 we are using y1 and y2. We will see what exactly is y1 and y2. Okay, now so this is 2y1 plus 4y2 greater than or equal to 40. Okay, so this is how the equation 2y1 plus 4y2 greater than or equal to 40. Similarly 3y1 plus 3y2 greater than or equal to 35. Okay, how it came? There's nothing but we are just clubbing all these things. Okay, all the coefficients of x2 and we are writing one equation. Okay, now leftover is the right hand side. We are trying to formulate another equation for this right hand side as now. So this is the next equation. It is there in the next page. Yes, so 60y1 plus 96y2 is equal to g. Okay, so that will be the third equation. This is nothing but the dual. Okay, the question the objective was to determine the maximum profit. We are reversing it, and while writing the dual we are writing it as minimize cost. Okay, so that is g is equal to 60y1 plus 96y2. I am just going back to the question statement. Yes, so this is maximize profit, so we are writing there as minimize cost, and we are trying to consolidate all the right hand side. 60y1 plus 96y2, okay, is equal to z. Okay, so that is nothing but the dual equation. That is the complete solution. Now we will try to interpret what exactly these equations mean. It means that one product A requires 2 kgs of raw material and 4 hours of labor. The profit earned by selling one product A must be more than 40 rupees. Okay, now what happens is we are just trying to interpret this particular above equation. What it means is that suppose if the firm is approached by an individual who would like to rent the facilities of the firm. Okay, now what happens is one particular individual wants to take the assets of the organization or wants to rent the assets of the organization. Okay, now what are the assets of the organization? One is the raw material, one asset is raw material and another asset is labor hour. Okay, so these two are the resources of the organization. Now an individual wants to borrow this on rent. Okay, these two resources. Now what should be the rent rate? What should be the rate? Definitely if the organization offers their assets on the rent basis, definitely they may have fixed at some rate. Is it right? So this is nothing but the rent rate for each of the raw material. That means for each kg of raw material what should be the rent rate that they are trying to decide here. That is nothing but y1. Okay, that is y1. Similarly, what should be the rate per hour? What should be the labor hour? Labor rate per hour. Okay, that is nothing but y2. Okay, so in that case then the firm would receive the total rent g is equal to 60y1 plus 96y2. 60y1 plus 96y2. This would be obviously by selling all the 60 kgs of raw material, or for example, if they rent all the 60 kgs of raw material, this would be the total rent received by the organization. And if they are able to rent all the 96 hours of their labor, this would be the total rent they would be receiving from their clients. Okay, so this is the meaning. Now if they are renting it, definitely they should be able to achieve more profit. Okay, now what should be that profit? Okay, it is given that 1 unit of product B requires 2 kgs of raw material, and 1 unit of product A, sorry, this is 1 unit of product A requires 2 kgs of raw material, and 1 unit of product B requires 4 kgs of raw material, correct? Now all these put together, it should be, they should earn a profit more than 40 rupees. Okay, now what they say is by renting whatever the rent they receive, by renting 1 kg of raw material and 1 hour of labor, okay, their total rent rate should be more than 40 rupees. That is what they are trying to formulate the equation here. Similarly, by renting each of the resources required for product B, okay, they are earning currently 35 rupees of profit. Okay, now that profit should be more than 35 rupees. Okay, so that is the meaning. Okay, so this is how we are trying to formulate. This is the final required equation. Okay, so basically what they are trying to do is nothing but 1 kg of one product A requires 2 hours of 2 kgs of raw material, and one product A requires 4 labor hours, and the total profit earned is 40 rupees. And this is also the same thing. One product A requires 3 kgs of raw material, one product B requires 3 hours of labor, and the total profit earned is 35 rupees. So this is the complete dual equation. Okay, so finally you are supposed to write all these equations. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can call me.